very good evening. You're welcome to the programme. Good to have your company on this very cold, wet, miserable night. It's like winter. It's just like the middle of November, and it's great. I love it. So, you know what to do by now. You know to share the programme if you haven't already done so. Hit the share button to let everybody know we're on live tonight here until 9:30, 20 to 10, somewhere around that. I have some great music for you tonight as well. And just from the outset, I want to tell you that you have to put your clocks back 2 hours tonight. Clocks back 2 hours tonight. So if gets to 10 o'clock the night, put your clocks back till 7:30. Okay, clocks back 2 hours tonight. No excuses, right? Spring back, fall forward. Spring back, fall forward. Right, okay, a wee bit of good news for you tonight as well. I don't want to hold you all back. You want to hear the music, but I've been nominated for something, and I want to tell you about it, but a wee bit later on. We'll just keep on with the music at the minute, but I'm bursting to tell you this. I'm bursting for the toilet too. In your tongue.
Shame, and with just one touch he cleaned me up. Now I'm praising his holy name. Oh, the windows of heaven are open, the blessings are falling tonight. I've got joy, joy down in my soul since Jesus came into my life. Well, I gave up that old filthy garment, and he gave me a roll of pure wine. I'm feasting on manna from heaven, and that's why I'm happy tonight. I'm living my life for the Master. I'm living each day for the King. And I can hardly wait till I see his face and thank him all eternity. Oh, the windows of heaven are open, the blessings are calling tonight. I've got joy, 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 joy down in my soul since Jesus came into my life. Oh, I gave up that old
Yes, Linda Randall from the USA. The windows of heaven are open. Right, you'll not open your windows too much tonight because it is as cold as can be. And I heard a wee while ago that it's cold in Ballycastle and Port Stewart, and I'm sure it's cold no matter where yous are. I'm going to start talking properly because I'm getting far too broad. Every road, this way and that way. Lots of names coming in. Again, if you've just joined me, you're very welcome. Always good to see you on a Saturday night. And do share the programme if you haven't already done so. Right, okay, Dr. Gilbert Midwife May, good evening, and Roberta Clinker, how you doing? Ruth Fairgrave, Eileen and Eric up there in Money Slane. They live the stove lit. There's nothing as sure. Simon has his lit too. He sent me a picture of it, trying to make me jealous. Because, well, I think there's a wee drop oil in the tank yet. Maybe I think there'll be enough to do to Monday morning. And then we've had it. Nellie up there in Drumbo, good evening to you. Freddie Lafferty, Sandra Scott, in a Bluebell Cottage in Harryville, not Harryville. Portyvogie, and you become an H. There's Ma, who's not at home. She's never housed. Yvonne Mitchell, Yvonne, how you doing? Margaret Ledley, Anne Harry Richmond, Paddy Santoro, surprise as always, Juniper Green, Elizabeth Gardner, and there's Simon Dixon. And he sent me a picture of his stove all lit, and his living room's all tiled, it's a tiled floor, and the shine on the on floor, I don't know how he gets it to be as shiny as the on, but I'll tell you, it was quite shiny. You could see your shadow on it. Not that you'd want to. Betty Patton, hello to you down there in Donegal, Ramilton, not Ramilton, Ballytaggart, not Ballytaggart, Ramilton. Rafo. And you began with a T. So there you are now. We will continue on with the music. Some really nice music for you tonight. Tomorrow, just to remind you before you fall asleep, tomorrow's Mother's Day. A special Mothering Sunday programme for you at 3 o'clock tomorrow. But in the meantime, we will continue on. Here's Jimmy Buckley this time, and all we have to do sometimes is just try a little kindness.
If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from the seeds he sown, and if you see your sister falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. Don't walk around with down and out, just lend a helping hand instead of doubt. And the kindness that you show every day will help someone upon their way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people on a narrow-minded street. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people on a narrow-minded street.
Yes, Jimmy Buckley, and all you've got to do is try a little kindness. So I told you I want to get the formalities out of the way, to share the program at the start, and then you know that at 10 o'clock tonight you change your clocks back 2 hours. So at 10 o'clock you'll take your clock back to 7:30, or take it back to the shop you got it from and just tell them it's the wrong time. That's the formalities out of the way. I have a feeling you'll enjoy the music tonight. I hope you will anyway. If you don't, you can write a letter of complaint to the Count Your Blessings Music Ombudsman, and I will give you their email at the end of the program. Alright. A unanimous listener nominated me for something which I was totally surprised about, but I accepted. I received an email from your man, the gardener on the TV, Alan Mishmarsh. I received an email from him to say that one of my listeners had nominated me to go on and do a program with them on plants and flowers. He went back on the programs and he saw the program that I did about all your flowering questions and weeds and all the rest of it, and he was so impressed with the way I pronunciated them that he asked me to come on with him this next Monday night on UTV at 8:30, and it's for 3 Monday nights, and I will be with him all 3 nights. 8:30 next Monday night will be the start, and Alan Mishmash and myself will be answering any questions you have on horticulture or anything to do with if you have flowers and they're dying, well, we'll tell you how to revive them. Or if you think something's growing and you think it's a weed, well, we'll be able to tell you whether it is or whether it's not. There will be a phone in as well. So we look forward to that very much. Indeed, it'll be another feather to my bow, as they say. Now, I want to tell you about Kilrea Baptist Church. I want to tell you that it's in Kilrea. And tomorrow night, DV is their guest service. It's at 6:30. And the speaker is, this runs in the family, as the speaker is a cousin of mine, Brian Cruz. So you'll understand that he will be very gifted in preaching, as I am gifted in many other things. The singer is Deborah Simpson, and here's the good thing, there will be a supper after. There will be a super supper after. So that's Kilrea Baptist. You'll all be made very welcome. It's the guest service, so do come along if you can. 6:30. Brian Cruz is the speaker and Deborah Simpson is the singer, and there will be a supper. I forgot to tell you, Alan Mishmash has just come back in my ear there to say that the programme, if you're going to record it on the TV, is called Brighten Your Corner, all to do with spring and summer and the plants and different things that's blooming out of the pavements and all. So I'm really looking forward to that. He hasn't asked me to sing live on TV, but I would say probably will. Something like All Things Bright and Beautiful, something like that. I don't know. He's the boss and producer, so I keep quiet and say nothing. Now, I was supposed to be decantering the night, but I'm afraid I've failed you. As a population, I have failed you. I will not be decantering tonight. because I'm not just there yet. I don't want to come on and just blow into that thing and be funny about it. I want to learn something properly and be able to play it live on air. I have already been practicing. I've got the first few bits of it, but I'm hoping TV by next Saturday night I'll have it completely professionalised. And it's the piece that I'm learning at the minute is called, it's a French piece, and it was written by Mozart in 1903, and it's called Frere Jacques. Now, on with the music.
There's an old armchair, and it means the world to me, for I used to sit there upon my mother's knee, and she'd read to me the stories that children love to hear. Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. I still recall the many times the words she'd say to me: fight for all your dreams, turn them to reality. And as I sat by her in wonder, her eyes held so much pride, I knew against all others I had mother on my side. Mother's chair is old and dusty, and the color's fading fast, but to me it holds a memory of happy days long past. Like the way she'd smile and hold my hand, brush away my tears. Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. Now the old chair is still standing where she left it on that day, when God came to visit and carry her away. And every time I see it, it looks so cold and bare. Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. Mother's chair is old and dusty, and the color's fading fast, but to me it holds a memory of happy days long past. Like the way she'd smile and hold my hand, brush away my tears. Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. There's an old armchair, and it means the world to me, for I used to sit there upon my mother's knee, and she'd read to me the stories that children love to hear. Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. No, there's no one to sit in mother's chair.
Sila Grant there, and there's no one to sit in mother's chair. Daphne Shilliday is over there on YouTube, and our very own Granny Agnes McKissick is on YouTube as well. She said she was popping over there. Jacqueline Moore and Garver, good evening to you. Scott McCarter, Scott, how you doing? He'll be on YouTube, but he'll be in his bed, is the right idea. Avril Strange, how you doing, Avril? Auntie Gwen and Uncle Jim say it's not cold in Radstock. Well, it's cold here. Believe you me, it is cold here. Jenny Jappy, that's our Bucky Granny over there in Scotland, and Agnes Spears, Jeremy Williams, Gloria Green, Diane Slater and her mum Hazel over there in Peterhead in Aberdeenshire, Lynn and David Wright, and Ronald and Jennifer Morrison over there on YouTube. And Ronald says, tell Jennifer she has a beautiful nose. That's a thing to say, I'm doing on a live on air where there's millions of people listening. Tell Jennifer she is. Oh no, sorry. I read that wrong. Tell Jennifer she is my beautiful rose. Sweet rose of Allendale. I know a song about a rose. Sweet rose of Allendale. I don't know what that is, but Flora Christie, how you doing, Flora? And Ronald and Sharon Hannah like my car park. And again, that was from Ronald, because Sharon wouldn't write anything like that. Yes, this is my shirt. I got this a good wee while ago. I haven't had it on this while, but I like it. I think it's very colourful for this time of the year, but it is all different wee cars on it. You need to be up close to it, I suppose, to see, but it is all wee cars, and I think it suits me turbo well. Lois Kears is in Florida. Diane Walker in Kilkenny, Lynette and Eric are on the big screen in the smug. In the smug. Barry Mitchell, how you doing, Barry? And there's Billy and Betty. Remember, that's my aunt and uncle. My aunt Betty, my uncle Betty, my aunt Billy and Uncle Betty in Lamavady. That's the way they talk in Lamavady. You're right, sir. Now, yes, Diane wants to know what channel it's on. It's on ITV next Monday night at 8:30. Now, make sure you put your clocks back 2 hours or you'll miss it. And it's myself and Alan Mishmash doing a gardening programme. We'll be branching out. Wasn't that good? Branching out, showing you how to plant potatoes and scallions and turnips and lettuces and cactuses, everything, all in 3 weeks. It's going to be something powerful. I want you to listen to this song. It's by Kevin Collins. He is a fantastic singer. But the song is called Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore. And the words are clinkerful.
Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. But Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I remember when times were bad. He thanked God above for everything he had. A good wife, 3 children, and food upon a plate. Yet everything was right when he'd say grace. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. But Daddy doesn't pray anymore. guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor, but Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Daddy down to church. We listened to the preacher read God's word. We sang his favorite hymn, but then he didn't make a sound. This afternoon we lay him in the ground. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finally walking with the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. But Daddy doesn't pray anymore. No, Daddy doesn't pray anymore.
Yeah, that's a song you maybe have to listen to it a couple of times to get all the words together, but powerful song, Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore by Kevin Collins. Now, Lord Nelson and Lady Ruth from the Royal Oaks, the Royal Meadows in Brisbane, David and Hazel McBride, Harold and Irene Duncan, Jacqueline Campbell, Joan McWhirter, Amy Knowles, Molly in Belfast. Molly, how you doing? Paul Kiles in Ballymena. Diane Slater says, "Are you telling the truth? What channel is it on?" Well, I'm surprised, Diane, you would ask that question, but it's on ITV. Patty Santoro wants to know if someone could share the programme over to her because they don't get ITV in America, so if someone would do that, please, next Monday night. Myrtle Scott, Myrtle, how you doing? And Lorna and Roger Boyce, and the message says here, "I am going to video my husband some night smiling and laughing at your banter. He can't wait until 8 p.m. Saturday night for you to come on." Oh, you need to get out more. You definitely need to get out more. But that's very, well, that's nice. I've never been told that anybody has been just sitting waiting for 8 o'clock for me to come on. I've never been told that before, so that's something new to put on my, what do you call that thing if you're going for a job and you take your courtesy and vitality CV. So there you are. Going to video Roger some night smiling and laughing at my banter. Oh well, I'll pray for you. I will. I definitely will. That's okay. The names of that done, and I've told you about your clocks going back 2 hours, so 10 o'clock, but your clock's back to 7:30. So it's spring back and fall for it. So this programme, tomorrow's programme at 3 o'clock will be on at 1:30. That's not right, because at 3 o'clock's 2 hours. 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock. That'll be no good, because I'll be getting my dinner at 1 o'clock. I'm in a wee bit of a quandary. I don't know what time tomorrow's programme will be on. just keep the thing on all day, and you'll see me at some time. Because no doubt I'll lie in, because I mean, 10 o'clock will be 7:30, and I'll go to bed then at 8 o'clock, and I don't know. Anyway, if you do the thing properly, you will be in time for the 11th of April for the gospel concert in the Silver Birch Hotel on the 11th of April. That's a Friday night. Starts at 7:30, but again, if you don't put your clocks back, you need to be there for about tea time. The artists are Catherine Mitchell, the Hannah family and friends, Andrew Cornett, Reunited, and God willing, myself, I'll be along to compare the programme. Promises to be a great night. The proceeds will go to Harry's Help. And I'm sure you know about Harry's Help. It's been talked about every week on the programmes. So that's Friday the 11th of April in the Silver Birch Hotel in Omagh. It's a gospel concert with Catherine Mitchell, the Hannah family and friends, Andrew Cornett, Reunited, and myself, DV. Okay. Have them done, have that done, and have that done. I've everything done. And I told you about Kilray Baptist, the guest service. I've told you about Alan Mishmash and UTV at 8:30 Monday night. And I'm also waiting on a confirmation coming from Pamela Ballantyne's office, for she does that programme UTV Life once a week, and she sits with a skirt, they're splitting their skirts, so and shocking. So I actually emailed her and told her about it, that I wasn't very happy. I told her to put 6 foot till it. But she came back to me and asked me onto the programme to interview me, and I said, certainly I will. So many things happening. I don't know how I'm going to get time to do all of these things, but yes, it's good. It's wonderful.
There's no rocking chair in my front room. I keep it sits there with pride and memories sustained in soft light of evening. I picture you there, mother of mine, in your old rocking chair. Visions of childhood come soft as to heal. Pains of your parting and sadness I feel, and gently a smile I can reason to share with you, mother dear, in your old rocking chair. Blessed was the child as stars gather slow to rest there a while in your arms long ago.
It's the sound of Owen Mack and Old Rocking Chair. It is 20 to 9. I can see nothing out of these glasses. I need to go and get these eyes tested again. I can see nothing with them on. I can see nothing with them off. But anyway, that's just in case some of you would be concerned or interested, which I'm sure you're not one. But right, good to see the numbers on Facecloth and on YouTube. Ronald Morrison says, could you please say happy birthday to our beautiful daughter Sarah. Her birthday is today. So Sarah, I hope you've had a great day. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Sarah. I was flat there. Happy birthday to you. Listen to that vibrato. Right, Roberta Clinker says, this is referring to the chanter. Is the tune anything like Pharaoh Roger, or maybe it's a sweeter tune? I don't get that. Is the tune anything like Pharaoh Roger? No, it's not, because that was written by Handel's Messiah. It's Frere Jaggy is French, done by Mozart. He wrote it whilst, like myself, he wrote it whilst he was in his bed one night in 1903 in Czechoslovakia, where he was born and lived with his mother and two fathers until he was 3 years of age, and then they were evacuated to outside of Huckle. Now, Joan Garrett, hello to you. Mary Campbell in Ardicliff. Evelyn Spires. Evelyn says, my sister's here from Dundee, but going home in the morning. Oh, that was a bit of a rush, just landing the day and getting home tomorrow. She's just come for her tea. They do a cake in Dundee. Is there a Dundee cake? There's not fruit and stuff in it. I don't like it. Ronald says, it has always puzzled me, but why do roses have thorns? Well, you'll not be puzzled anymore. And roses have thorns, and this is genuine because I do know these things, and to do with architecture. I know these things. Roses have thorns simply because when roses were developed way back in the 1700s AD BC, roses were a very expensive flower to grow, and it was King Henry VII who named the rose the Rose, and he had them growing in the palace grounds, but all the people came out and they were climbing over the walls and stealing them. And then he had to replant, and it was the expense of the thing. So he thought, right, okay, the next batch of roses that were going to grow in the palace grounds, we're going to add thorns to them. Therefore, they wouldn't be stolen or stealed. And that's why a rose has a thorn, because it's a very expensive flower to grow, and if thieves come in to steal the roses, when they lift them, they'll get the hand took off them with the thorns, and that is the reason for that. I shouldn't be saying these things because I should be keeping all my knowledge for next Monday night. Ina Stewart, Ina, how you doing? Bill Roberts, Violet McMillan up there in East Belfast, and Avril Strange says, I am really confusing her. She'll be putting the clock back in the box. I will I tell you, but I was tell before I come on. Hello to our Anna and the Wheels on the Bus, Terry in Garva. Right, on with the programme at 8:45. I wrote a poem just a couple of hours before I came on here. Something that has been on my mind for about a couple of weeks. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I will read it out to you very soon. My poems are very simple, but I think they're easy understood. I mean, I can understand them, so there's no reason why you shouldn't, really. This is for Mr. and Mrs. Hannah from Kiel, as requested by them during the week. How deep the Father's love for us. And I have picked Maranatha music to sing this piece for you.
How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that He should give His only Son to make a wretch His treasure. How great the pain of searing loss, the Father turns His face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. Behold the man upon a cross, my sin upon His shoulders. Ashamed, I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held Him there until it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. I will not boast in anything, no gifts, no power, no wisdom, but I will boast in Jesus Christ, His death and resurrection. Why should I gain from His reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: His wounds have paid my ransom. Why should I gain from His reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: His wounds have paid my ransom.
Okay, Ronald and Sharon, I hope you enjoyed that version of How Deep the Father's Love for Us by Maranatha Music. I thought that was a very nice version, and I hope you did too. Violet McMillan, East Belfast, hello to Edith and Isabel and the whole family up there. And I think this, Charlotte says, would you say happy birthday to her dad, Ronald? So it must be his birthday today, I think. And hello to wee Charlotte as well, up there in Belfast. Another request here from Joshua Glendinning. Now I know that name. And how do I know that name? Well, I don't know, but I'm hoping somebody will tell me. Or maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, I don't know. But anyway, Joshua Glendinning says, please wish Fred and... Wait till you hear this now. Wait till you hear this. Please wish Fred and Muriel Bryson in Glengormley a very happy 68th wedding anniversary from all the family, and a happy Mother's Day also to Muriel. Isn't that powerful? 68 years of marriage, and that's Fred and Muriel Bryson in Glengormley. They're no strangers to us at all. What would you get for 68 years marriage? Well, you would think if you were 68 years married there'd be nothing you'd need. Take them to the captain's table for a high tea. Yes, sit them on one of them high stools. Fish supper, mushy peas, bread and butter and a drop of tea. That would be a good present. Fred and Muriel, congratulations, 68 years of marriage. Isn't that powerful? And that's Joshua Glendinning. So I want to know who Joshua Glendinning is, how he knows you, Fred and Muriel, and why you sent the request in your own time. Now, there's Phyllis. Can you see Phyllis's name there? And there's Eileen saying, Martin, the shop you got your shirt in is now closed. I'm sure it is. I took all their material to make this one for me. They're actually not just closed, they're bankrupted as well. I think I was speaking to my own bank manager who has declared me bankrupted too. So we have something in common. Anyway, here's Carl Robertson. I know Janie, our Bucky Granny, and lots of you like Carl Robertson. And he's singing It's a Wonderful Day, coming up on 5 to 9.
I hear birds a-singing, sounds of joy they are bringing. A blessing is on my way. I feel so amazing, creation is playing me a serenade. With Jesus my Savior, I know I am favored. A new day has arrived. It's a wonderful, wonderful day to be alive. A sunbeam through my window reminds me where I go, His light shines down on me. God's ways are so high, His truth passes by. My soul is set free. His promise of tomorrow erased all my sorrows. This treasure you can find. It's a wonderful, wonderful day to alive. It's a wonderful day when you find the gift of God's love. For Jesus is what wonderful days are made of. There's a gentle breeze a-blowing, His peace I am knowing lives deep inside my heart. My faith He's renewing, all God will be doing. I want to have a part. There's a song I can sing, with good news to bring, with tears of joy in my eyes. It's a wonderful, wonderful day to be alive. There's a song I can sing, with good news to bring, with tears of joy in my eyes. It's a wonderful, wonderful day to be alive. It's a wonderful, wonderful day to be alive.
Yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful day to be alive. Carol Robertson. Auntie Gwen says it's Jay's mum's. It's Jay's mum. I have the wrong teeth on for this. It's Jay's. This is Jay McKee we're talking about. And I will start where I started off before. It's Jay's mum Heather's birthday today. Please wish her a happy birthday from us. That's Gwen and Jim. Heather, happy birthday from Gwen and Jim in Radstock. And of course from Jay as well, and from Molly, and from all of us here. That was a tongue twister. It's Jay's mum Heather's birthday today. Now, I think I mentioned this last week on one of the programs, either Saturday or Sunday, I don't know, I can't remember. I think I was actually saying to Eileen earlier on about it. You know the way, if you're saved, if you're a Christian, and you would do something that perhaps your Christian brothers and sisters wouldn't agree with. I don't mean bad things. I mean maybe going to sing in an Orange Hall or somewhere with other country singers there, and you're the only Christian among them, and there are some Christian people who would think that's totally wrong. And then we're as bad because, we're saying, oh, did you see your man? Oh, see your man? He's way up singing in there now and doing this, that and the other. And, I don't know. And we all do it. I don't care who you are, we all do it. Maybe not intentionally, maybe not all the time, but we all do it. If there's something a Christian brother or sister does that we don't agree with, we say, well, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. No, that's not right. That's not right. And this has been in my head for a couple of weeks, because any of you who are in the public eye will know that they are the main ones to be targeted and have all this silly nonsense thrown at them. And I have just got my eyes open this few weeks, and I'm going to read this out. It's very simple, but I suppose to the point. Now, tomorrow, as I say, it's Mother's Day, and we look forward to the programme tomorrow, special programme. If you have any requests and dedications for your mothers or stepmothers or grannies or aunties or someone who's been like a mother to you, if you have any requests or dedications, send them to my Facebook page or send them in a private message to me, to my phone, and we'll get that done. Now, before I do read this, Eileen comes back and says 68 years is granite. Who made them? Who makes all them things up? I mean, did they employ somebody to make them things up? Now, I could understand if you were 1 year married and the thing was granite. That would be okay because you're starting out in life and you need a bit of granite. But 68 years married, what would Fred and Muriel do with a bit of granite? Put in a new kitchen. Who makes them things up? Fred and Muriel, to mark your 60th wedding anniversary, I will post you up a piece of granite. So I will. So keep an eye out because it'll have to be recorded. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. 68 years married. Instead of having something like 68 years just flowers, you know, but granite. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, what do I know? So this is the wee poem that I wrote literally 5 hours ago, it says here. No matter what faults people pick, irrespective of what rumours start, if someone tries to tarnish your name, don't retaliate. The Lord knows your heart. It matters not what others may think, and it matters not what others say, but it would suit those others better if on their knees for you they'd pray. If the Lord isn't happy with something I do, then he will speak directly to me. Until that day, I will keep ploughing on, working and witnessing for thee. As a Christian, you may do things that I think you shouldn't do. And I'm sure there are things I have done that you would never agree to. That doesn't mean you or I are wrong. Our opinions are different, that's all. We must keep doing what we believe is right until the Lord may come or call. We really shouldn't concern ourselves with how others work for Jesus, for no matter what someone else may do, it'll probably never please us. I've had my eyes opened of late. I've listened to and worried about others. From now on, I listen only to my Saviour and not other Christian sisters and brothers. I've realised I'm being attacked so much because for him I witness every day. And I know there are many saved out there who don't agree with what I do or say. So just to remind you once again, my eternal Father knows my heart. He knows yours too. He sees and hears and has done from the start. So friend, if you think you're fooling your family and friends here below, you will never make a fool of the Saviour. If you do wrong, then he for sure will know.
I walked into this church on a certain day to keep my word on a promise I had made. I saw at the front an altar made of wood. Some knelt before it, others round it stood. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. You'll be glad you've been there, that you walked right down the aisle. Gather around the altar, linger for a while. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. The people sang, the pastor read his text. I heard amens, I thought, what's a-coming next? He pointed to that altar with a smile, said it may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. You'll be glad you've been there, that you walked right down the aisle. Gather around the altar, linger for a while. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. Walked up to the altar, then I knelt. From my heart a prayer came pouring out. A peace beyond my understanding came. Somewhere up in heaven was written down my name. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. You'll be glad you've been there, that you walked right down the aisle. Gather around the altar, linger for a while. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style.
may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. You'll be glad you've been there, that you walked right down the aisle. Gather round the altar, linger for a while. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style.
There you are, David Ingalls. It may be old-fashioned, but it's not out of style. To pee or not to pee? That is the question. Why did I say that? That's on in my head. Oh, aye, that was right. Well, it's something or nothing. The Akafatan Young Farmers have been in touch with me, asking if I would like to join them for their performances from June through to the following March. I had to decline, but they are doing what is it they're doing? Romeo and Juliet, which is a play very dear to me, Romeo and Juliet. To pee or not to pee? That is the answer. That is the question. I still haven't found the answer yet, but I had to decline. I'm not able to take on those roles anymore. The only roles that I sort of can take on now would be Swiss roles. But that Romeo and Juliet I did that at school. I studied that when I was working for my Bachelor of Arts diploma at school. That was one of my oral exams, Romeo and Juliet. And to pee or not to pee, that is the question. Question. And I had to hold my hand out and all, for Juliet was up on the balcony and the house was on fire, and I had to hold my hand up to see if she would jump. But she wouldn't jump, so we had to get Ronald, Hannah and the fire truck to come put the fire out around her, and she got soaked. And then Ronald got the ladder up and brought her down. It was very, very dramatic. A very dramatic performance. To pee or not to pee, that is the question. If anybody ever finds the answer, would you just let me know?
It's good to see you, so good to see you. Oh, how I've missed you since I've been gone. I've crossed the ocean, traveled many lands, but it's good to see you, to be in your home. There's something in me that makes me wonder. There's many a land I have to see, and when I'm far away in a land of strangers, I know my good friends will think of me. It's good to see you, so good to see you. Oh, how I've missed you since I've been gone. I've crossed the ocean, traveled many lands, but it's good to see you, to be in your home.
matter how long, there's a constant trail that's never broken, and it takes me to my friends at home. It's good to see you, so good to see you. Oh, how I've missed you since I've been gone. I've crossed the ocean, traveled many lands, but it's good to see you, to be in your home. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. So good to see so you. So good to see you. Oh, how I've missed you since I've been gone. I've crossed the ocean, traveled many lands, but it's good to see you, to be in your home. It's good to see you, to be in your home. It's good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you. It's always good to see you on a Saturday night, and even better to see you on a Sunday afternoon, when we'll do this all over again, 3 o'clock until 5, God willing, tomorrow afternoon, for Mother's Day, a special programme. And as I said before, if you have any special requests or dedications, you can still send me a private text, or you can put a message on my Facecloth page, and I will get those before tomorrow and get them sorted out for you. Lynette's poem tomorrow will be round about 4 o'clock. We don't have a 4 at 4 for tomorrow because of Mother's Day. But God willing, we'll resume that next Sunday, all being well. Ronald Hanna says that he remembers the production very well. We did actually, we did a tour, we toured. We started off in Kilkeel, in the Kilmorey Arms in Kilkeel. We started off in their function suite, and we then went to the church hall in Moneysleen Free, and then we went to I can't remember, there's 11 dates, 11 nights in the trot. It was hard work, but Ronald says that he remembers it well. He got what was it he said? He got an ulcer for his performance. So he got an ulcer for his performance, and I got a BAFTA. A BAFTA. Oh dear, oh. I got a bath after. Right. I don't know how I think of them. Ronnie Booth is going to sing this time, and this piece is called Without Him. I might stay on an extra 10 minutes tonight if you want, because I have a few more pieces I really want to play. But we'll play Ronnie Booth this time, and Without Him. To pee or not to pee, that is the question. Can somebody tell me the answer?
Without him I could do nothing. Without him I'd surely fail. Without him I would be drifting like a ship without a sail. Without him I would be dying. Without him, how lost I would be.
Yes, indeed, without him I would be nothing. I have just seen this text just this minute. I apologise, I should have seen it a wee bit earlier. Martin, would you play Count Your Blessings for my Granny Maureen? She's around to get her hair done. And please give a wee shout out to my Granda John as well. This is from Ruben. So I'll search for this just now for your Granny Maureen. Blessings. Okay, right. So, Granny Maureen, she's having her hair done. She's having a wee blue rinsing with purple sideburns. And Granda John, hello to you as well from Ruben. Please could you give another wee shout out to my mum for all the unseen and hidden work she does around the house and all the care she gives me. Tell her it's much appreciated and happy Mother's Day from Ruben. There you are. Now, could you give a wee shout out to my mum for all the unseen and hidden work she does around the house? Hidden work. To me that means that if she was having an off day, she would maybe just brush the floor and brush it below the mat. That would be unseen, wouldn't it? So there you are. Right, okay, Ruben, I will do that. I'll play this for your Granny Maureen and your Granda John, and I hope the wee blue rinse comes out all right. Hello to Desi and Daphne Coffey as well, and to Fred and Jean Greenfield. And here is Anne Williamson singing Count Your Blessings. It's almost 9:20.
When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord hath done. Count your blessings, name
Yes, Anne Williamson, count your blessings one by one. Robert and Sylvia Ferguson, good evening to you. Good to have your company. I'm sure you're both exhausted after a long week's work down in the shop, Furniture World, NI in Macrofield. And all being well, Robert will be down with you a day this week to see you. I'm looking for, what am I looking for?
Nothing.
Eh?
Nothing.
I'm looking for, well, I need a new seat for here because I can't, this is putting me dirty. I can't sit on it any length of time. The pain is terrible. So I can't, I need a new seat. There's something else I was looking for. What was it? It'll come to me before next week. I'll be down. All being well. Lowell Wilt in Oklahoma. Ronald, Mr. Morrison says, I've been at Juliet's balcony in Verona. What do you mean, Juliet's balcony? What's that? What's Juliet's balcony? Is it a restaurant? Juliet's. Oh, aye, Romeo and Juliet. She's up. Oh, I see. To pee or not to pee. Ronald Hannah says, that's why you're so romantic, Ronald. Oh, the two Ronnies. I'm telling you, they have a time of it. Yeah. I am going to play this, I think, Paddy asked for this, I think, at the start of the programme. So I have it for you at 9:25. And I will stay on an extra 10 minutes or so if you stay with me.
I'm only human. I'm just a man. Help me believe in what I could be and all that I am. Show me the stairway I have to climb. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. So one day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do everything that I have to do. Oh, yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. So help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. Lord, do you remember when you walked among men? Well, Jesus, you know, when you're looking below, it's worse now than then. Now cheating and stealing, violence and crime. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Well, give me the strength to do everything that I have to do. Yes, yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. So help me today, show me the way, one day at a time.
There you are, Charlie Pride and One Day at a Time. That song has been recorded by hundreds upon hundreds of artists over the years. I have some more requests here, but I'm going to keep them until tomorrow afternoon. Eileen Irwin sent me a request. Will that do tomorrow, Eileen? For John, or I wouldn't have time to get it in, but will I do tomorrow? And if you say yes, then I'll have that sorted out for tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. If you can join me then, and we'll do this all over again for Mother's Day.
What a wonderful change in my life has been wrought since Jesus came into my heart. I have light in my soul for which long I had sought since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Lots of joy on my soul like the sea billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart, I'm possessed of a hope that is steadfast and sure. Since Jesus came into my heart, and no dark clouds of doubt now my pathway obscure. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Lots of joy on my soul like the sea billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart. I shall go there to dwell in that city I know. Since Jesus came into my heart. And I'm happy, so happy as onward I go. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Floods of joy on my soul like the sea billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Floods of joy on my soul like the sea billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart.
Yes, since Jesus came into my heart. Right, I'm going to play just two more pieces for you tonight, and thank you for your company. I hope you have enjoyed the programme. I hope you've been able to take something from the programme, not just in a full nonsense that I've been going over, but I do hope there's been a message in some of the songs and the words in them, that they've been a blessing to you, they've encouraged you, and I can't remember what else I was going to say. I can't remember. Something in my head when that song was playing, and instead of me writing it down, oh, I do know what it is now. God willing, Derek won't be here on Monday night, but he will be here, DV, on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, because he has the farmers' prayer meeting on Monday night. So Tuesday at 7 o'clock, Derek will be here, DV, and hopefully soon we're trying very hard to get Derek and Claire set up down in Oma at their own home, but it's proven difficult because we desperately need someone who understands this equipment, and between Derek and Claire and myself, I haven't a clue, not a notion, not a notion. So we need someone desperately who can work this. All the stuff's down there and all the wires are there. It's just get them all connected up. I'm stressed even thinking about it, but we're trying to find someone who will know what to do, because Derek and Clint, they have to drive up here, and it's an hour up and an hour down just to do an hour's program, and that's twice a week, so it's a lot. So if you know anybody, let us know. If anybody could help us out at all, we would appreciate it very much. But if you don't know anyone, just will you pray for the work? Pray for the work of CYB and the ministry that we have, but also pray that we get Derek and Claire up and running from their own home, to save them a lot of travelling, and to save me having to be in the house every night. They come up, oh, turn your head. But that's only between me and you. I wouldn't say that to them, you know. Just keep it to yourself. Don't ever say that I said that, because it was starting out right, and I can't be bothered by rows. Anyway, I want to play this piece. It's called Lead Me Home, and I think this will maybe just do me tonight. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well tonight, and see you at 3 o'clock. Remember to put your clocks back 2 hours. 10 o'clock, put the clocks back 2 hours, and it'll be 7:30.
I have seen my last tomorrow. I am holding my last breath. Goodbye, sweet world of sorrow. My new life begins with death. I am standing on the mountain. I can hear the angel's song. I am reaching over Jordan. Take my hand, Lord, lead me home. All my burdens are behind me. I have prayed my final prayer. Don't you cry over my body, 'cause that ain't me lying there. I am standing on the mountain. I can hear the angel's song. I am reaching over Jordan. Take my hand, Lord, lead me home. I am standing on
take my hand. Lord, lead me home.